might be in a lot of trouble on the Smolder with the Vi ulting him and a Kai'Sa ult to follow up.
Yeah, and I don't know if you remember back to last year's metas, but there was a point, honestly, it was pretty much the entirety of the summer split, where the PCS teams really, really enjoyed playing poke comps just because they were strong. I mean, they were being played internationally as well.
Yeah.
But there was almost no success found by pairing things like the Jace and the Varus together. But what was very, very successful was the AP Kai'Sa in the bot lane while paired with the Jace in the mid lane. Because it meant you had mixed damage. Kai'Sa has poke, but also will do substantial amounts of DPS.
Yeah.
And so it's just more flexible. And yeah, the PCS teams found a lot of success with it. As I say that though, Cascada's being found. He is going to be forced to flash, but importantly, he does not go down.
Yeah, and there's an opportunity for a similar kind of idea here with the Varus and
yes,
the
exactly.
Kai'Sa.
That's what I was getting to, is PCS teams, I mean, Tide played in the PCS last split. Everyone, actually, on DCG did. And so they're all going to be very, very comfortable and very familiar with the idea that this comp does have. Orca, again, going to be showing us his way. He's looked good on it thus far, and it's going to be exciting to see it once again.
Yep.
He is actually spotted. I don't know if he quite realizes that. At least now he will.
We'll see how strong this way is in the lane. It's no Ashe, of course, but should be able to put plenty of pressure onto the Smolder, I would think. Though a lot of the time when we see it with the Senna, it's pretty happy just farming up.
This wave is pushing to Cascada.
Yeah.
That is not good for Xingbai. Although
Yeah.
using the Acathian Rain means it should start to push back. And Cascada probably wants to just hit level 2 first anyway.
Yeah.
Because...
Yeah, Xingbai actually has Chain first, right? So
yeah, and they were seeing it. I mean, that was without the whole W interaction. This is just hitting level 2 first. And now what can LeBlanc do, especially with the Chain? You got the flash, but it is an investment because your early lane suffered so much because of it.
yeah, and you see Helping's bot lane as well, really suffering under their tower. Arding chunked to just below 50. They do level up now, so you can't be too reckless under the turret because of a Maokai Twisted Advance maybe coming your way. Taco taking maybe a terrible trade.
Cascada, no flash, is going to try and use that speed up to get him away. Not going to be able to, and fantastic flash Q from 665 lands the CC and the damage required to eliminate this LeBlanc, and they're going to be able to get this wave in. Cascada somehow narrowly avoids death.
Yeah, I thought he was just dead, but 665 in the perfect
flash.
place.
Now, I said he avoided death, but he in fact did not, staying over just too long.
Yeah, Xingbai saves his flash in that last play, can follow up and trade a kill back onto Cascada, who maybe did overstay, or maybe just needed 665 to stay a little longer to help him push out the wave. So here, I thought Cascada was just certainly dead. I thought there was no hope of him surviving, really. As Xingbai doesn't have W here, he's actually still level 2. Otherwise, Cascada is definitely dead. And nice flash from 665 over the Poppy. Really the only way you're getting that engage as the Vi. So Taco's, yeah, definitely in trouble here.
He is in a lot of trouble. There's no real way that he can thin out this wave, because if he goes anywhere near it, Gwen is going to take his health to about a quarter. Oh no.
Yeah, he's not going to be ready for this potentially now.
Oh, wow.
Oh no.
Taco, he's lived. He's trying to find some healing, but IC is going to be able to take him out. Should be able to get out of that tower. And there's going to be that clean kill. So Halpig's leading early in terms of kills. They're actually down in gold still, but...
Yeah, that stun not slamming Taco into the tower looked like it might take a turn for the worse, but they do manage to cleanly pick up the kill and get out.
Bot lane CS not looking too hot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a rough time for the Smolder. You know, he's not the strongest laner, but once he gets a couple points in W, I'm not sure if that's a build Prage is going to go for. Chi-Chi didn't go for the W, the 3 points in W build on Smolder last game.
Yeah.
Usually you go D-Ring when you're going for that style. Though we've seen it with D-Blade too, or I've seen it on pro builds. while I'm trying to figure out how to make Smolder work. So the point of Kazma's just gonna get these Void Grubs. Maybe not the third one.
Feels like he probably should. 665 has no right ever entering this pit.
Yeah, he does have
But he
smite,
is
though.
going to be first up to this top play. ICU not quite level 6. Is he close? That is really the thing to watch. And he is. He gets it. Needlework now coming out. Does pop it. Getting a lot of health back. Getting a lot of slowing done. And 665 without the flash should just be a goner. But Taco's turning this around. One more auto would do it. Is he going to be able to find it? The Infernal Chains. Taco now. He's got that World Ender if he chooses to use it, but it doesn't look like he needs to. Somehow, some way, 665 is able to survive. Taco is able to turn it. And a double kill now for this Aatrox.
Yeah, well played by Taco. It looked like Gwen had just fought them off 2v1, and she pretty much had, but just maybe an overextension from Hellpigs. I thought Vi was just dead there for sure, so you can't really blame him. But well played by Taco to turn that around and somehow make a double kill out of this. I mean, really well played by ICU here as well. Gets a good trade onto Taco here. And then, as he's getting ganked, realizes how close he is to level 6 and kills these two creeps with his Q, hits level 6, gets his ult off, his first ult off before he gets stunned. And chunks Vi for almost his entire health bar, not quite landing the stun there, Kazma. And I think Taco landed all 3 of his Qs on the sweet spot there. And yeah, Kazma, no hope of surviving here, really.
That is really, really bad. Base Taco. He is going to be going Profane Hydra.
Yeah, it's going to be a long time before this Gwen is threatening the Aatrox.
Yeah, I think quite the opposite will be happening now. 665. He has ultimate. I mean, this does look like two very, very dead bottom laners.
Yeah.
Praise. They both have flash. Oh, well, they both no longer have flash. 65. This is very, very deep, but through comes that killer instinct. And Cascada, off the back of 665, will find himself a double kill. They are going to trade it back. Arding securing the kill back onto 665. And hold up. It looks like another dive happened top as Taco is also taken out.
Yeah. Nice play from Hellpigs to trade something back, but you're going to be happy with that overall as DCG picking up the kill on the Smolder. We've seen the Smolder have too many easy lanes so far. We're going to see what happens. This time the stun does connect, and when that happens...
How easy.
Yeah. And 3 plates go over to ICU. 1 probably happened earlier, and he got 2 plates there. And maybe we will be seeing this Gwen pressure the lane sooner rather than later. DCG picking up the dragon, and that dive was really well coordinated by DCG. It looked like an overcommitment from 665, but Cascada is actually close enough to get his ulti off, and Tide follows up with a flash Q on the Varus onto both members of Hellpigs. And it's nice to see this Smolder getting punished. I really don't think this is a first pickable champ, unless you've set your entire draft up around it and banned, 3 strong bot lane champions. It's so dangerous to first pick this Smolder because it is so punishable in lane. The static should have finished for Cascada already.
Oh, Frage. Oh, he is cut off. He's going to have to fly on out. 6-5 is in the area. Both junglers actually.
Kazma is here, kind of hoping they go for a dive onto his bot lane in similar fashion, but that probably only happened because they knew where Kazma was. 665 wisely not going to go for that kind of play when he doesn't know where the Poppy is. Cascada just solos.
That's a solid bolo. Kazma will be able to land that grounded. Lands the stun. Now 665, he's trying to get away, but not going to be allowed to. But it might be Kazma who's now in trouble as Cascada and Orca once again going to be landing that QW, securing himself the kill because he is the carry.
Yeah.
But this is a very scary Kai'Sa now. I mean, DCG once again with phenomenal drafting.
Yeah, we're going to get to see what happened in the mid lane here. Shengbai flash QRs onto Cruscada, misses the chain, and then just gets ulted on. Well played by Cruscada. Picks the right LB, and that last auto did a lot more than I expected.
Yeah, it's more than every other auto.
Arding just goes down in the 2v2. Looks like just a Verisalt followed up by
and
a
it looks like
combo.
the same thing happened to Xingbai. Again.
Yeah, okay.
Taco, though, he's paying the price for his team doing well. Oh, maybe he's not. Kazma.
Into AP.
I think he might just... Oh, yeah, he is going there. Okay.
Yeah, I hadn't actually seen the other components, but someone else built this. It might not have even been in the PCS, now that I think about it. Because I'm not sure if we've seen all that much Kai'Sa.
We haven't seen a lot of Kai'Sa. We've seen a couple games of Kai'Sa.
Yeah, the Kai'Sa build I've seen somewhere is Static Shiv, Rageblade, Nashers.
Oh, Gwen's dead. When did that happen? Oh,
I think
he died to
665 might have just killed him. Yeah. Had his ult up on 665. No ulti on ICU. Not really able to fight 665.
Okay, Cruscada's here, guys. Let's leave. Let's run.
And Shenghai is no slouch on this LeBlanc, by the way. You know, as you well know, he's looked pretty good on the LB whenever he's picked it. So, yeah, maybe you have to seriously consider this Kai'Sa counter pick. You know, if you're picking LB into DCG. Kazma caught just a little overextended here. Nice punish from 665, and Cruscada, as Taco will appreciate his teammates, you know, coming to help him out.
Yeah, at long last.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I mean, he
it's not
did
like
get help.
665's been doing nothing. He's
Yeah, he
been
did
winning
get help
bot
in
lane.
the top lane a little bit earlier. He picked up his first 2 kills. But yeah, you get dived a couple times, and you know, the kills aren't always enough to make up the advantage that Gwen has in terms of XP and gold off the plates as well.
Do you reckon he hit it with the top laner experience where he gets dove, just missing pings his jungler, regardless of the fact his jungler's gone bot and just
Just
turbo won
complain.
that lane?
Yeah, complain anyway, the solo queue special. Your jungler is destroying the map,
Question mark.
but
ping.
he didn't gank your lane.
True. I'm the main character. Riftmaker completed now for ICU. It is matched, of course, Profane Hydra. But he is up XP. ICU still is having a good game for himself. Has the tools within himself to win out on the side lane, but
Yeah.
it's going to be very difficult. And it's actually going to be AD LeBlanc, so
AP.
AD.
No, you've got the champs the wrong way around.
Oh, sorry. Kai'Sa.
Oh, AD Kai'Sa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he will eventually get an Asher's.
It is going to be a very late upgrade on that W, though, even if he does get the Nashes.
Yeah.
Reason being, of course, Nashes no longer gives you 100 AP.
I think... Oh, yeah. Right, and you don't get AP per level.
No.
When is he... So it's going to have to be an Amp Tome as well as the Nashers.
Yes. We'll see what he goes for anyway. He might just go for a more traditional AD build. Although, with his composition and lethality Varus, it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. He does have a bit of AP coming through from Hui, but again, Hui doesn't get all that much gold. Taco will once again be dove. Cruscada solo kill, actually gets the kill mid with his jungler, but still, I'm pretty sure a missing ping did in fact just go down onto 665 yet again.
Yeah.
Prey's going to have to flash away as Orca will be landing some of that CC.
I mean, good job of Prage to survive such a difficult lane, but yeah. I mean, not getting away with the first pick Smolder at all this game, as I'm guessing this is just a Vi out of the fog ult. Yeah. I mean, both LB dashes used, but I mean, these may be the only 2 champs that can really catch an LB like this.
And it requires the prerequisite of Vi has already pressed R on you.
Yeah. Yeah, Kai'Sa able to easily follow up, especially when you've got such an ahead Kai'Sa, and 665's not, you know, struggling for gold either this game. You go down very quickly on the LB.
Yeah, 8 KP, 14 minutes in, not so bad. It's going to be, however, Halpig securing that Rift Shield, just by nature of the fact Taco was killed off, and we saw pretty much everyone on DCG on the opposite side of the map.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Shanghai, it's scary to even interrupt that
Eclipse.
recall. Oh,
so it is going to be AP. You don't usually have the static, but a build that has been popularized a bit recently is the, I believe it's, oh, I might have this wrong. I think it's Eclipse Gwinsu's Nashes.
Oh.
I think. Because Gwinsu's does have the Amp Tome in it, which gives you the AP you need. But you don't usually have the static Shiv with that build. So we'll see what Cascada does in the end to choose to go for. Flash going to be used from Arding there on the Maokai. ICU's actually down here again, gets fed. Is going to go immune on the backside though, 665. He's found his way here onto Kazma, and ICU might just be able to find himself a shutdown. He hasn't just yet, Cascada. He's getting in these auto attacks and he's surviving. At the same time, Orca trying to take down ICU, won't be able to do so. It is a shutdown. It's 2 kills found from Xingbai. Poor start, but very good team fight showing. Ty's going to be able to get that one with the piercing arrow. ICU very low. Arding, no flash. Remember, Bramble Snash not going to be timed correctly. Q1 misses, Q2 misses, but Tide will not as he takes himself a kill. Chain of Corruption comes through too. Mum also coming through, but it will be Tide narrowly escaping with his life there. And all things said and done, it was the team fight win picked up for DCG, but a massive shutdown is going to be picked up. Actually, 2 shutdowns, I believe.
Yeah, both onto Xingbai, so giving him a chance to get back into this game now. And that was off the back of ICU somehow finding his way onto Cascada in that fight. Later on, Tide is able to show up and land a nice ult onto Xingbai and turn around some kills. But definitely favoring, I mean, the team fight technically favored DCG in terms of kills, but gold almost definitely went Helpig's way. So Arding has to flash away here, and Cascada just maybe gets a little overzealous onto ICU. Oh, he gets hit by the Maokai ult, and then ICU is just... You kind of wish the kill went over to ICU, but it's not terrible on the LB either. 900 gold there, and he picks up another shutdown onto Orca. Nice jump back to his W there. 665 not really able to get into this fight until now.
Another kill. Xingbai dead. 3 and 6. It is going to be picked up by Tide, who is 3 and 0.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously punishing his lane is this Varus, but he is extremely strong. Prage losing a lot of health, and Taco is honestly just feeling the full brunt of Kazma.
Yeah, Kazma has not left him alone.
Do not walk that way, Taco.
Sada solo is a tier 2. Tide solo is a tier 2.
Oh, actually,
no, he was
comes
baiting
down
the whole
and
time.
ICU's in fact the one who is going to be fouled. Did that blast cone just get used and immediately respawn?
I think there are 2.
Orca just used it.
Yeah, there are 2 spawns there.
Oh, so they just spawned literally on top of each other.
Yeah, they're virtually on top of each other, overlapping even. Tide not able to get the ult onto Xingbai to punish him this time.
Is that possibly because, I mean, I'm not sure that you'd know this, but maybe you would. Is it possibly because there was like a blast cone there, and then the Ocean Dragon was the map, at which point another blast cone spawned, but because the other blast cone was there, they both had just become the upgraded versions?
Yeah, maybe, but last game we did see in that exact spot 2 blast cones. As you see, Taco has a lot of damage. He doesn't win the 1v1 strictly. Ult onto Prage from Cascada and 665.
Annihilated. Very, very difficult game here to play this Smolder, as it looks pretty clean cut here for DCG. I was going to say they're now headed towards the Baron, but Baron's not even spawned.
Yeah, it feels like it should be, but not quite there yet.
Yeah, it's a 10k gold lead. Baron not yet spawned, and I mean, the amount of damage that you can do here with this Kai'Sa certainly makes up for the fact that Varus doesn't do a whole lot, and honestly, Helpigs just don't have the kind of champs to poke and prod and try and deny the Baron. You have the Poppy, who, if she finds a good ult, can theoretically steal it and delay the game for just that little bit much more, but ultimately, how much does it matter? It doesn't feel like a whole lot.
Yeah, hard to just be on the map as Helpigs now, and it's a shame because ICU could have maybe gotten them an advantage if given enough time in the side lane against Taco on the Aatrox. But with no one else on his team really able to get out onto the map, he's never really going to be able to pressure towers. He's just going to be clearing waves and backing off. So what is 665 building? Did he
Praise
just...
is only 110.
Yeah,
He
this
still
is
doesn't
maybe...
have the second upgrade.
Yeah, he's maybe not going to make it.
Oh, he's not going to make it. I don't think this game's got a whole lot left in it.
I make it here. As my Nexus is exploding.
Yay.
Though I usually play against weaker players than DCG.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to play against Titan Orca. With 665 diving you. And Cascada at the start.
So, engage from
Oh
665.
yeah, we found our way once again here onto Prage. Cascada though, he's locked up in the back line and just taken out. Shinbei going to claim that one yet again. It is answered back. Arding going to be felled too as Kazman's very, very low, but that blast cone will ensure that no more follow-up happens towards this Poppy.
Yeah, a little overforce from 665 there. They are extremely ahead, so I honestly thought that was going to work, but Cascada wasn't able to follow up, I think just because Kazma found him.
I think Kazma found him while Shinbei was able to follow up. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that being the big difference in that fight. I mean, it is still...
Oh my god.
Yeah, very strong Tide is on the Varus, and he doesn't even have his Mirror Mana procced yet.
Yeah. 3 items to 1.5.
Yeah. We are stacking away as Prage, but yeah, definitely punished for this Smolder pick. And I wonder if something like a Bard that we've seen with Smolder a lot might have helped him get through this lane. Bit of healing for him, a much stronger laner than Maokai.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about the Maokai, right? You've picked the Smolder and you've not picked a laner to pair with him that helps him all that much. In fact, Maokai quite often likes an AD carry that has the option of being aggressive and safe at the same time.
Yeah.
Because he likes to be able to roam around the map and look for things to happen, but he also has the ability to look for an all-in in his own lane or set up something for the jungler. Smolder really not excelling at either of those two options. 665 and the rest of DCG now, however, are going to be hitting this Baron. It is going down very, very quickly. Teleport's going to come in though. ICU going to be forced away from that bot side. 3k HP as the Baron is going to go down. Spiraling Despair even lands onto Arding. He's going to use that Nature's Grasp. 75. He's actually surviving, but ICU will eventually take him out. Taco though, he's on the back line, and he is that lethality Aatrox that we like to see so much more. Shutdown found from ICU. It's 950 gold, but it's all too little too late as the ace is going to be completed. Cascada, Orca, and Taco will remain alive, while the entirety of Hellpigs race greened and waiting 20 more seconds to respawn.
Yeah, and with how far behind they are, I'm honestly impressed they managed to kill 2 on the side of Hellpigs. Cascada during that Baron lands a W onto Kazma on his way there, so they know exactly where he is, and they can just burn down the Baron without having to worry about a steal. Managed to turn the fight around. This time, the ult from 665 is able to be followed up by Cascada, and Shengbei goes down instantly, and the rest of Hellpigs going down soon after. As all the gold is really on ICU and Shengbei. So if Shengbei goes down without being able to find a pick in these fights, there's not a lot of hope.
Okay, game number 2. Do we get to see the Rengar? You've just absolutely demolished Hellpigs. And yes, of course, I mean, you want to win. That is the point of League of Legends. You might be able to get it done despite the Rengar.
Yeah. Yeah, even with a Rengar picked, I think my money's still on, as Taco has a pretty good fight here.
Yeah.
Takes out a lot of members of Hellpigs on his own.
In the picture-in-picture, by the way, Hellpigs were doing red buff, and it took them a very long time, but the whole time 665 is just sitting in the bush and smites it away.
Oh. Yeah, ICU having a good fight for himself, even finds his way onto Tide and kills him there.
He gets himself a pretty much 1k gold shutdown. Is it going to be the difference maker? I mean, probably not. You're Gwen against Baron minions now.
Yeah.
And Taco is going to put that world ender. He's actually ignited, so the healing will be cut, of course, from those grievous wounds provided. And in fact, it's 65 who's taken out first. Taco's looking for the reset, not going to find it, but Cascada gets his way in here. Prage, 1 HP. Void Seeker will not connect. Cascada also going wide there on that spiraling despair. All things said and done, 2 kills found for Halpigs, but the inhib goes down in both the bot lane and the mid lane, and DCG, despite being 3v4, are feeling very, very confident to be able to look further. Xingbai does have a lot of damage, and Arding does find his way here onto Cascada, who's going to flash away. The bot lane here now is the only thing that remains for DCG, is they are able to take down Cascada, and Xingbai quietly is getting kill after kill here. Orca does remain alive. He does use that fear, and it will go wide. But honestly, he's still feeling safe. In fact, turning around now. Can you look for a QW here? It's something that might be able to pick him up some success. But yeah, Halpig's going to win that fight. They do lose 2 inhibs and a Nexus Tower. And teleport now coming through for Taco, just ensuring they can secure this Dragon Soul.
Yeah, this is still going to be soul for DCG, despite the numbers being in favor of the Halpigs, and a little overzealous on the play from DCG. Cosmo's going to get here.
And on time.
Yeah, it doesn't quite get there in time. Has to be so worried about DCG being in any of these pushes.
I mean, you are still 10k gold behind, but saving grace is this is only the Chemtech Soul, I guess. Not much of a saving grace, however.
Yeah.
Smolder nearly at stacks, 188.
Yeah, he might get there.
I don't think it matters.
No, it definitely doesn't. But, you know, it makes a cool sound when you evolve.
Oh, Xingbai. We've seen this one before. Actually holding that Mimic. Going to use it there. And we see it again. This time a little bit different, but just goes for the flash first.
Yeah.
Does secure the kill. So now you're without this mid lane LeBlanc, who has found so much of your gold. ICU, importantly, has found the most, though. And that's a 4v5, and you're completely back against the wall. Through will come upgrades not there. 195, not even likely to get it in the team fight, all things considered. 65 looking, Kazma looking as well. Cascada does get stunned up, but nothing can come through to follow up from it. It's just going to be Arding with that spiraling, what is it? I forgot it already. Anyway, the way ult is going to be able to take down the Maokai. Xingbai going to be respawning in 5 more seconds as this second Nexus Tower goes down. All 3 inhibs are no longer with us. ICU also, without the needlework, means that this should be pretty straightforward. Actually manages to find that kill there onto Prage for Cascada, and won't matter. Is just really up to DCG when they want to end this game. In fact, maybe it's not. The minions are just going to do it. They're trying to look for one more kill. Won't find it. And yeah, game number 1, pretty clean cut. Wasn't clean.